In this chapter of One Piece, we had a big revelation about Sanji himself. Yes, we finally found out what exactly his name is, his final name. We know a little bit, I guess the tiniest information I guess we can know at the moment with his family, but let's talk about that Vinsmock family, third son, Sanji. So before we get into the whole Sanji thing right now, let's talk about a little bit what happened at the start of the chapter. We did get to see Peckham's and also as well Capone come out like from Zoe and saying like, oh, we need to go in here. And then like, you know, the Zoe family, they kind of let everyone know about saying what was happening and saying, oh, it was the Straw Hats to say that. And like, of course, Peckham's like, I love them. It's like they saved my family. This is my family, my friends. You know, they're all here. I can't forget. And even when they got confronted by them at all, like throughout the entire thing, it's like, okay, listen, guys, and all that. You did me a solid. I appreciate that. But still, we do need Caesar here. If you give us Caesar, we'll leave you alone. Like that. That's as simple as saying that we lost you. You know, Big Mom will believe me when I lie to her. Trust me. It's like, that's a simple thing as it there. It's like, Capone's like, no, what the fuck are you doing? We need to get them. And it's like, no. They say, Stanley, back the fuck off, Capone. And what Capone does, like a sly motherfucker, he just shoots him right there and then. It's like, everyone's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is with his power and all that? And it's like, you don't remember me, guys, and all that. I came back from all those years ago. I was in the same generation as your piece of shit captain and all that. You know, I'm Capone, I'm a castle man. And it's like, I really do like Capone and all that. I like that he's a reference to all, like, Italian, like, mobsters and stuff like that, movies. And it's like, his ability, like, I'm surprised because, like, out of all of them, I was like, what exactly is he going to be doing, like in the new generation, and all that? It's like with all the time skip. Did he really learn anything from like his powers? And it just seems like all that's really happened since like that time is that he's become a little bit more well equipped, and like it seems like his men are a lot more strategized. Like as they have sea stone like weapons and stuff with them to actually counteract with people with like devil fruit abilities. And it seems like Brook and also as well from what we saw as well, Sanji was going to be fine. And then fucking Chopper and Nami gets caught up, and I'm like, why? Like, why did you guys try and follow? Like, you know that shit would have been alright. Like, I honestly think, like, Sanji and Brook could have took a bunch of them and all that. And, like, I honestly don't know if they could have taken them, like, them all and all that. Maybe, like, you know, Capone had something else up his sleeve that we didn't know about. But it's like, maybe that was the case. And it's like, you know, of course they had to get captured and all that. I'm like, no, for fuck's sake, why? And it's like, oh, by the way, Caesar, get down or we're going to be stealing you to the brim with fucking sea stone like that. And he comes out, he's like, I'm coming down. Like, he's just screaming, just don't hurt me. Just like, I feel really bad. It's like, okay, pretty much we're going to have to just make do with you guys and all that. Like, we're just going to have to, like, deal with this shit. It's just like, well, they're kind of fucked now because now they've got the Straw Hats and everyone. And then, like, pretty much Capone was like, yeah, like, hey, by the way, I got a little proposition for you and all that. It's like, yeah, but here's the thing. What an impatient man that you are, motherfucker. Here's the thing. I had a chance. Things have changed as we met a week ago and everything. And then, like, here's an invite to Mama's tea party. And also, as well, there's a grand event. And it's like, grand event? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, that is like, it's a wedding. And you're getting married, Sanji. He's like, yo, drop the cig. What the fuck? And this is the interesting thing about that. He actually says him saying the groom will be Vinsmock family third son, Sanji, and his bride will be the 30th daughter of the Charlotte family, Pudding. I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck? So, I'm guessing Pudding from, like, the Charlotte family, like, from what we know. Big Mom's family's probably a part of Royal as well. That's probably no surprise there. You know, Yonko and all that, like, how much probably influence that these guys has. And there's no, like, no surprise that at least one of them would actually be part of royalty somewhere, or would actually married into royalty. We don't know. We'll honestly have to wait and see and all that. And it's the 35th daughter of the Charlotte family from what we've seen. However, the thing lies with Sanji. We finally get to reveal, like, what his name is Vinsmock Sanji, and that he's the third son of the family as well. So we already know that there's two other brothers before him. We don't know if there's any other brothers, you know, after him. So we don't know. I imagine, like, he's probably got these two brothers, and I imagine they're really snobby pieces of shit. Or maybe one's a snobby piece of shit. Maybe the other one's got a little good of heart. I imagine that's normally kind of how it goes in One Piece. And it's like, we want to see, like, what honestly went down with the family. Or, like, we're going to be probably meeting them soon, because I imagine that obviously they're going to be invited to the wedding, and that's when we're going to be finding out. So he did say, like, he did say it was going to be the year, like, Sanji, and I guess this is a good way to be kicking it off, finding out, like, what his true name is. unfortunately, there is really no information because we don't know anything. Like, the Vinsmocks were never mentioned once before in the series. So, yeah, now we finally get to hear about a new family and, like, royalty and this thing. Where exactly are they up in royalty? Are they like celestial, like, you know, dragons kind of like royalty? Or are they just like, kind of like how Sabo's family was? Were they just like royalty like that, but they were just like snobby piece of shit? That's why like Sanji wanted to get away. Well, honestly, I have to wait and say we don't know too much about Sanji apart from everything that happened with his owner's death, so... Honestly, it was a good chapter for the most part. I actually did enjoy this one. Like, although I was kind of rolling my eyes at first when I saw the spoilers and I saw, oh, Capone and fucking Peckham's here we fucking go. Like that, let's see what the fuck they got to do. And I'm glad that's just, honestly, the main thing I've always said with One Piece and all that I've always never really liked about it was pacing, and the pacing of this chapter was really good. Like, we had a lot of stuff happening in it. Like, we had the fight, you know, going down with Capone. We had everything going down as well with Sanji and everything. Like all that stuff, even Caesar being captured. Like, all of that stuff was really good. It's like, it was kind of shocking to see, like, from what we saw from Momo, it's like Momo was just holding up. He was just like, yeah, let's just leave them be, like, there. And it's just like all that. But it's like, we had a nice little bit of comedy here and there. Like, you know, with the whole Pecker's like crying, thank you for everything, trying to hug him and everything. And then you also see where you got the Sanji, of course, having a little bit of the perv on him like that. He's saying, enjoying a little bit of the fine ladies. And it's like, yeah, I fucking fear for Sanji because I have a slight feeling if this person's related to Big Mom, then she might be, you know, a bit, you know, not looking too fresh, if you know what I mean. I mean, I ain't looking too fresh either, but I think she ain't gonna be looking fresh at all, let's just say that. But overall, I guess 1 7.5 out of 10. Did enjoy this chapter, so let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But that's all from me, so thank you so much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.